Hello, how are you? So today I'm going to be looking at Nitro 22. So I just did a big video with a ton of different colors for the Nitro 16, and I did a comparison video. I'm not sure if it's up or not yet, between Peerless 14, I think it's Peerless 16, and then Peerless 22. I'm not exactly sure the lengths, but the 3 lengths of Peerless, and then I did a video on Nitro 16 with, I think it's like 7 colors, okay? But in that Peerless video, the middle one was the color English Toffee, and I loved the color so much, but I don't jazz with that length in my everyday, like if I'm gonna pick a wig and wear it. The only shorter for me wigs are the Showgirl from Main Attraction and Ocean from Aesthetica. Everything else is always longer. So I loved the color so much, but I wanted it to be longer. So I actually got the Nitro 22 because I haven't tried Nitro 22 and I really liked the Nitro 16. But again, I did keep one of those, but I liked it in a way that I was like, I think I'd like it more longer. So that's what we're doing today. Letting you know how I feel about this particular wig because I haven't reviewed it. And then also in respect to like the 16, do I like the shorter one or the longer one? And just show you this color because I absolutely love this color. So that's what you're looking for. We are doing it. Before we get started today, on my eyes, I'm wearing this palette that I waited forever for. This is the Glamlight Nightmare on Elm Street palette, and it is the red one. I think there was 2 for this particular launch. Oh my. So I am wearing this shade right here. I'm wearing this shade right here, this beautiful silver right here, and I'm also wearing this shade right up at the top. I love wearing red eyeshadow, so I'm super happy. So that is what's on me eyes. I'm also wearing the blush trio that it came with. Came as, like, look, it's got these, like, do you see how it's that totally 80s scenario? I absolutely love it. But it also came with a cheek palette, and I am wearing 2 colors out of the cheek palette. So I am wearing these 2 shades mixed together right here. So, loving that. All right, let's get my wig cap on and get my wig cap on. The color of the Nitro 22 that I got is English Toffee. And like I said, I fell in love with the color, but I wanted it to be a little bit longer, so I got this one. So hopefully I like this longer version of Nitro because I absolutely love this color. All of Belle Tress's wigs are heat safe. Just a heads up, they are discontinuing wigs left and right. So if there's something that you want, go ahead and check out my website. I do have a lot on clearance, but if there's something that you want, you can always message me. And there is a place to message me on my website as well, tmwigs.com, to find out what's still here, what's still available, and all of the deets. So Miss Nitro 22, it has the hand-tied lace front. Mono part, it is a side part. She does have that soft bendable ear tab, open wefts in the back. We have the soft extended nape, and the adjusters are sort of that bra strap type adjuster. So let's get her on. The cap is kind of light actually for a wig this length, which is interesting. I redid my background to be like sort of Valentine's Day, so it's literally January when I am filming this, so it's not even Valentine's Day. All right, so she wants to be a left-sided part. I do like this. I really do. I'm going to say one thing, and again, this is a me thing. I said it in my Nitro 16 video. I don't like when curls don't go like out and they come in on a wig. But let's mess up the part and see what we're working with, and then I will make that determination if that is something that is bothering me. This is obviously right out of the box. You just saw me do it. And so, you know, you do have to mess around with wigs. I really want to like normalize that in 2024, that like you have to mess around with your wigs in order to make them look good on you, even if they are like ready to wear. It's just like clothes or makeup or anything else. Like we all have different preferences, and so we do have to, you know, customize things to what we like. Okay, so this is what she looks like sort of combed out, and this is what she looks like not combed out, just so you know. Yeah, see how this is going like in front of my face like that? I don't like that. I'm going to use the Cool Flow Dual Styler from Tress Tech, which is Tressalure. I'm going to use that. So I'm going to turn this on. Like, I'm not being dumb, but this says, caution, this product can burn eyes. Like, don't put it right on your eye. I mean, I get this one where it says keep away from children because when Avery was young, he grabbed a curling iron and like it didn't register right away that it was burning him. So he held on to it like for a while and then he started screaming. But like, I think it's obvious that it could burn your eyes, but I don't know. So far, I'm liking it. But I just definitely know that this coming like sort of down in my face is going to bother me. So before I comb the whole thing out, let's look at her from the back. And I will get my Nightmare on Elm Street mirror from Glamlight. I love their mirrors. I'll get that one so that we can look. Okay. I'm going to try and redo this space soon so that I can do more of like a 360. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of brush through this. I do love this color. And I do like this wig. It needs to be sitting in a way that I like. And so let's talk about something while I'm doing this because this is something that comes up frequently. And I know that there's differing opinions and I've done a video where I've had a different opinion, but I want to address the elephant in the room, especially because Belle Tress only has heat-safe fibers. A lot of people shy away from heat-safe because they feel like they take a little more sort of effort and care, and it's never been a big deal for me, so I don't know that I like necessarily made it a big deal for other people or like even in my reviews, but I think I need to address it because I have to realize for like other people, it is a big deal. So I'll just tell you part of the reason so at least you know where I'm coming from, that I do not think it's a big deal is a couple things. A, I came from the world of beauty supply store wigs when I first started wearing wigs. Okay, I started wearing name brand wigs pretty soon after, but for the most part, I was wearing beauty supply store wigs, and a lot of them are heat safe and very similar fibers. So I kind of, I guess, was already used to them being higher maintenance because, you know, that's kind of a lot of the ways that beauty supply store wigs come. If you get wigs from like Amazon and stuff, a lot of those are heat safe fibers too. So, you know, it was something that never really concerned me because I was used to it, right? And then the other reason that it doesn't really bother me is because I have a lot of wigs. So I don't really worry about maintenance because I don't wear a lot of my wigs. I would say except for like Ocean and Showgirl, both are not heat safe. So some of my more daily wear wigs are not as high maintenance, except for Peerless 22 is one of my daily wear wigs too, and it is heat safe. But in general, it was never really a big deal to me because I have a lot of wigs. So if there was something that annoyed me, I guess it annoyed me less because I would just like not wear that wig as much. But a lot of you know, aren't in that position, or even if you have a lot of wigs, you like to really get the wear out of them. And so I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull this front part back away from the lace. Don't burn yourself. And I'm just going to rub this heat on here so that it trains its seed to go back a bit. Please be careful if you are thinking you might burn yourself or whatever. Just use a wig head for this. Like I said, again, this is something that I would do when I would get a beauty supply store wig, like literally for every single wig. So this is not a big deal for me. But if you don't feel like you're comfortable doing this, please do not do it on your head. Do it on a wig head. Okay? At any rate, one of the sort of maintenance things is it does need to be combed more, I would say, throughout the day. I think in general synthetic needs to be combed throughout the day, heat safe or not, but I would say, you know, overall they do need to be combed more throughout the day. I do have to say also that not all the heat safe fibers are created equal, and people have their opinion about this. My opinion is the heat safe wigs that I've had from like Raquel Welch, they don't last as long. And when I say like last as long, like they get a real weird at the ends quite quickly. And I would say these Belle Tress ones, because I've been wearing them a lot, are kind of middle of the road. And for me, the best heat safe fibers I have found are Tressolure. And that's just my opinion. So we shall see. If my opinion changes, I will let you know that. This is hot and it's at 360 degrees, but it's not like super, super hot. You know, it's not like a curling iron that does 400. This also does go to a cool setting. Like you can change the setting and then you can put this like cool air thing. I have other videos on this. This is a wonderful tool. You know, it's really specially made for synthetic fibers and synthetic fiber wig wearers. So I just want this to like go back. That's just me. Okay, better. Do you see how that's like going back away from my face? That's just me. I wear false lashes, so some of it is like, I don't like hair to fall into my lashes. I never really understood my own self why I wanted, you know, hair to go away from my face, but that's why. So yes, do heat safe fibers take a little bit more in terms of daily maintenance? And especially, I think it's not even like maintenance daily, but it's maintenance while you're wearing them. Do they take a little bit more? Yes. So if you're someone that's just like completely over that and you don't want anything to do with that, I'm going to use this wig wax and then I'm going to set this a little bit. Then, you know, maybe heat safe fibers aren't it. But I do think that heat safe fibers have some different benefits as well. Doing stuff like this so that you can sort of customize, especially the hairline. So maybe having just like a couple of heat safe ones in your repertoire would be good, so that when you're going to be in a situation where you know you're going to be busy or running around, or you're not going to have time to be combing your wig like every hour or every couple hours, then this would be the way to go, right? You could go to the non-heat safe and then sort of just mix them in. All right, so this is going to be the side that's going to be a pain in the runker because I want this to go back and not curl in. So we will see if it's going to cooperate, because I love the color, I love the length. This is definitely a wig that I would want to wear, but I do need to fix this for myself. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go right along the hairline and start training these fibers to go like back away from the face. If you watch any of my old videos, this is where I would always burn myself. But I was also using a regular curling iron that went to like 400 degrees, so hopefully this less degrees will keep me from doing that again, but we shall see. So another benefit to having heat safe wigs is like the ways that I show how to dye a wig require you to put them in hot water. So you can only do that with heat safe wigs. Okay. So that is a benefit. Okay. Another benefit is I feel like you can rehab them easier. So if they do get to a place where, you know, they're janky and you want to fix the bottom, you can use the different heat methods. I have literally an entire playlist of me rehabbing wigs in various different ways. Some heat safe, some not, right? I kind of feel like I want to pull this over here. I'm showing you all this because I don't feel like we show enough as reviewers what we actually do to make the wig our own and look good for us, how we feel. Okay. And I want you to know that a lot of times we're not just plopping it on our heads. I'm just showing you what I do to my own personal wig in order to get it to be where I want it to be. So even though it's out of the box ready to wear, it's like yes and no, because it just depends on who you are and what you're looking for and what you want. Oh yeah, see, this is looking so much better to me. So this is also a benefit of having heat safe fibers, right? Because you can do and set the part in a way that you really like and that you're happy with. So I feel like this side over here is doing what I want it to be doing. So let me clip that. Clip it, clip it. So going back to like benefit of the heat safe fibers is, for instance, this. Like I want to change this, so I'm probably going to actually curl this back because I just don't feel like it's going to stay back. It does not want to stay back. So we're going to go right along the hairline here, and then we're going to fix this curl pattern, and you're going to watch me do it. Hopefully it doesn't go completely awry because that would suck. So it looks like it's this piece here. That's the biggest culprit. So we're going to, and I don't even think it's the bottom. I think it's really the top part. I do like that they have this tip that doesn't get hot. Okay, yeah, that is now moving it back away from my face. Okie dokie. Yep. And I think it's just this one is going to be the second one that needs to be put in line. Okay. All right, I'm just going to let that cool down. So yeah, for me, that's really the big thing about the heat safe wigs is just understand, maybe there's like a time and a place, right? And also please understand that not all heat safe fibers are created equal. They just really aren't. So if you're maybe a beginner, there's certain heat safe fibers that are going to take way more maintenance and you're not going to be happy with that. And so maybe try to avoid that. I'm going to use my Tia Maria Wigs blending kit. Put some powder in the part here. I can't wait till I use up this like extra powder so I can go back to my favorite powder for the part, which is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Powder Foundation. I just had this extra powder and I want to like use it up, but it's winter time and this is a little bit more like summertime-y, you know? So again, some people might not show you that they put powder even along the hairline. For me, I feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural. If you have any issues with knots that are showing or whatever, I feel like it can blend in a bit. Again, this is how I do it. You know, I wanted to show you what it really looks like if I'm getting my wig together to wear, what I would be doing. All right, so I need a comb. You can get these combs on my website. It's doing better, but I might need to go in and curl it again. Also, like, curling a heat safe wig or doing any wig, anything with heat on a wig is not something that you want to do when you're in a rush. Sometimes it takes a little while to get it to where you want it to be or to get the technique down for the tool that you're using. So please make sure, like, if you want to put heat on your wigs, that you leave time to actually do that. If you have some regular synthetics, meaning non-heat safe synthetics, that you do kind of want to either rehab, which does better if you have heat, or retrain, you can get the Rene Paris. They call it a flat iron, but to me I call it a hot tool because you can do different things with it. But this is made for their regular heat safe synthetics, and I've used it with other non-heat safe synthetics as well. Always do a spot test no matter what. Even if it's heat safe, always do a spot test because fibers are tested at different temperatures. Like Vivica Fox is very specific at 392 degrees. Like she's like, don't do over 392. So that's the threshold, but some of them are different. Okay, I'm going to spray this all on the hairline. Again, I like this to go back, and I'm going to take my rat tail comb and I'm going to push this all back, okay? And then I'm going to take my little creaseless Scooby-Doo here and I'm going to let it dry, and then I will come back and show you sort of the final product. And I would say the other tip for your heat safe synthetics, because they can get tangly. So for me, it's like, get it where you want it and then don't mess around with it. Especially when you're a new wig wearer, like you can be tempted to be like, ooh, and running your fingers through stuff. You know, with your heat safe synthetics, like don't do that. Just brush it, spray it to where you want it, and then let it be unless you are combing it. And then use tools to comb that are made for synthetic fibers. This is a great one, which is a Renee Paris wire wooden brush, or like this Estetica sort of travel wide tooth comb, you know, Scooby-Doo right through there. This is nice to keep like in your purse, along with the foldable Renee Paris brush, which I usually have one right here. It must be over there. Use a brush that's made for synthetic fibers. Like, can you use other brushes? Yes, I'm not telling you that. But what I'm telling you is that even if you have a different texture of your bio hair, there's certain brushes that are better for certain hair. You know, if you want things to last longer and if you want things to work the way you want them to work, then use tools that are made for synthetic fibers. Okay, I think we are dry. I'm just going to do a final little brush through and continue to encourage this to go the way that I want it. This might take a little more heat only because I'm trying to retrain the fibers curl pattern. But with heat safe synthetics, you can do that if you really want. If it was not heat safe, I would just have to deal with it and work with it, and it would probably tick me off. Okay, this is good for right now. I'll be honest with you, the next time I wear this, I'll probably mess with it a little bit more. But overall, I like where it is. I hope that A, showing you this style, if you've never seen it, this color, oh my gosh, I love this color. But showing you what you can do with heat safe synthetics, maybe some do's and don'ts, and acknowledging that some of you, heat safe synthetic may not be for you. If you're a busy person, if you don't like to mess with your wigs, if you literally do want to throw on and go, a heat safe synthetic is probably not the way to go. Okay, so that's my thoughts on that. All right, and also let me know if you want me to do more videos like this where I show you what I really do if it's a wig that I am like not just reviewing for you guys, but I'm gonna wear myself, so that you can see the messing around that I do in order to get it in the place that I am happy with. Okay, that's what I have for you for this video. Go check out the Nitro 16 if you want to see more colors in the Nitro scenario. And I will put my Belle Tress playlist down below. Visit me on my website, teamwigs.com, for great deals. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. If you have, thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!